Good morning, everyone. It's April 10th, 2018. I'm here at antimedia.com, U.S.-Russia on collision course in Syria despite emergency UN meeting. This comes from Jason Dietz at antiwar.com. Okay, so there was a emergency security council meeting. There we go. And as usual, our land of the free, home of the brave country and its allies, through temper tantrums, had no evidence that al-Assad once again used chemical weapons, and U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, blamed Russia for the attack and vowed to respond. Man, who'd ever thought, right? Who'd ever thought that we would be on the verge of World War III with Donald Trump in office, the pro-Russian president. Who would ever thought? Oh, wait, I did. I thought that. That's right. Oh, anyway, I digress. Okay. There was no progress made in this meeting, if you want to call it that. I'll tell you what, man. This weather is like a fucking bipolar chick. You cannot make up its mind. It's killing me. One day it's freezing, the next day it's nice and warm. Oh man, what is it doing to my allergies? Anyway, I digress again. Oh look, we get a clip. Goody, a treat. Anyway. The U.S. was already threatening to respond militarily before the meeting. However, Bryant, or I call Britain Brian, Britain appears to be mostly backing the U.S., saying they also consider all options on the table, though their ambassador did say it would be nice to have a proper investigation. There ain't going to be a proper investigation. They're just going to continue to throw accusations at Russia and Syria and whoever else they want, kind of like they do to people here in the United States in the court system. No proof, but your ass will go to fucking prison in a heartbeat if you say the slightest thing wrong. And believe me, I know. I watched it happen time and time again. The only reason I'm free is because I don't say the wrong things. I say the right things. Anyway. There wasn't an investigation the first time, the second time. It was a fake investigation. It didn't really happen. They just said they investigated, like they do on so many things. This U.S. or NATO-Russia thing has continued to get worse and worse and worse. And it's all the fault of our country, or shall I say our politicians. I certainly have no problem with the Russians. None whatsoever. I don't have a problem with the Syrians either. What'd they ever do to me? So, you know, I don't support a war. of any kind unless we are being attacked. And what I mean by that is, unless there's a fucking landing on our soil and missiles hitting our ground, I don't support a war. I know a lot of you think that I'm some war-hungry, bloodthirsty monster that's ready to chop people up with my machete, and on some level that might be true, but listen, we are being aggressed against every day in this country. That's the difference between me and these war hawks, okay? I don't want a war, but god damn it, if they're going to keep attacking, the only solution is a war. Let's see here. Let's see what this capital C has to say. Oh, holy shit, it's 2 hours.
A live picture from New York this afternoon as the UN Security Council is about to convene an emergency meeting regarding the most recent chemical attacks in Syria. USA Today says at least 42 people died, 500 were injured late Saturday in the town of Douma.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is try to find where Big Mouth Nikki Haley starts talking and go from there. I mean, look at all these assholes. All self-important. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna. I'll find a clip of Nikki Haley's big ass mouth later on. I've tried to get away from reading these articles, but I'm going to go ahead and read this one simply because the video is too long to play for you. Okay, the UN Security Council led an emergency meeting Monday related to the allegations of a Saturday chemical weapons attack in Syria. The meeting was called at the behest of the United States and its allies. So Russia and Syria and, the rest of the world, except for our allies, didn't want a meeting. They didn't call for a meeting. For what? As with most emergency meetings, little of substance was accomplished, and it mostly boiled down to the U.S. and Russia criticizing each other, with Russia noting that there was no evidence the incident ever or even took place. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley blamed Russia for the attack and vowed to respond. How are they going to respond? I mean, don't they already have shitloads of sanctions against Russia and Syria and Iran and so on and so forth? Don't they already have these things? So what's the next response? Oh shit. Alright, there we go. Arrow's still not working, okay? Well, the U.S. was already threatening to respond militarily before the meeting. However, Britain appeared to be mostly backing the United States, saying they also considered all options on the table, though their ambassador did say it would be nice to have a proper investigation. Investigations don't happen in 2018, however, especially when officials are looking at hasty responses to dubious allegations. much as Britain was quick to push moves against Russia over an allegation Salisbury poisoning. The U.S. seems eager to react long before any evidence can be gathered. Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and read their editor's note, if you will. They say this article was chosen for republication based on the interest of our readers. Anti-media republishes stories from a number of other independent news sources. The views expressed in this article are the author's own and do not reflect anti-media editorial policy. Oh, that was it? That was the totality of the article? Seemed a little empty. But, anyway. I'm going to pause it for a moment and find another one regarding what's going on between Russia and the United States. Alright, I'm back here at RT. I know, a lot of you are going to say, well, RT is Russian propaganda. RT has more credibility and honor than any fucking U.S. Mainstream publication, okay? So don't give me that shit about RT. Of course, they're going to favor their own country, and that's just common sense. But it still helps tell the overall story, right? Of what's going on. Alright. I thought maybe there'd be a different one. Here we are. Russia and Syria call for on-the-ground probe in Duma, pledged to provide security to OPCW experts. Moscow has proposed to create an independent investigative mechanism into alleged chemical attack in the Damascus suburb of Duma, promising, along with the Syrian army, to guarantee prompt access for experts to the site. And, of course, the United States and its allies will never allow this to happen. They have been trying to get a war going with Russia through the entirety of Obama's administration, and for the life of me, I'm trying to remember back to Bush, but I don't. So I'm going to have to look that up. And I'm not going to do this right here, simply because, fucking moth, simply because it would take up your time. But I will go ahead and look that up later on after I do my videos. I have my doubts that I'm going to be called into work today, so I might as well go ahead and do this. Anyway. So they've been trying to get into a war with Russia. They've been surrounding Russia for years now with troops, equipment, anti-ballistic missile batteries, you name it. It's on the border of Russia. So Russia's envoy to the UN, Vasily, I'm just going to say Russia's envoy to the UN because I'm not going to butcher these people's names, has reiterated that Russia will support a thorough investigation into the alleged use of chemical weapons in the rebel-held town of Duma over the weekend. Rebel-held. That should be heavily noted. I do believe with each chemical attack, the area was held by anti-government forces. Look, I'm not for these governments, okay? I'm merely trying to show that our government and its allies are intentionally trying to start World War III. The main reason isn't to get rid of Russia, but to depopulate. And nothing works to depopulate like a big war. So let's recall that our draft resolution is set up such a mechanism is in blue, and we stand ready to adopt it today if necessary, he said, referring to the Russia-sponsored UN SC resolution to establish an independent investigative mechanism under the auspice of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. And each time they have been willing to have a neutral party investigate what really happened. So they had nothing to gain by doing this attack. In fact, they had much to lose by doing so, because Donald Trump said he had planned on pulling troops from Syria. Funny how that happened, huh? Somebody wants war with Russia really, really bad, and they're going to get it. I mean, Vladimir Putin is being put into a position where if he doesn't do it, he will be politically ruined in his own country. He will be considered a coward. And I don't think Vladimir Putin is going to be having that shit. So, I thought I would share this with you. I hope you have a good day. Remember, kill the state before the state kills you.